Hey, it's Soul to fill you in on what's going on this coming week in World of Warcraft. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more Warcraft content. Let's go straight to the weekly events. Wrath of the Lich King Time Walking, not the beta, but Time Walking happens this week, including the Time Walking Ulduar raid. Complete the 5 dungeon event for a chance at mounts and transmog and vendor related stuff, and a chest with precious sepulchral raid gear at normal difficulty, aka transmog. Temple of Hot Mogu is the brawl of the week, ending my streak of fun time. Thanks. It's a pretty nutty brawl where you move faster and attack faster and basically die faster. You can also throw the orbs to unsuspecting teammates to keep possession, but also basically give them a death sentence because, well, even after you throw the ball, you're gonna get killed in a few globals anyway. Over in Mythic Plus World, the affixes are tyrannical, bolstering, and explosive.
Fuck.
Bolstering these days lost a lot of its teeth in that while, yeah, you could screw up near the end of that DOS run and accidentally create a raid boss, bolstering does wear off, so you just gotta tell people to cool it and balance damage until the buff falls off. It's just that coupled with explosive, it gets annoying, having to sort of control DPS while watching things that go boom. Tyrannical and explosive can be especially obnoxious. A boss fight that's about 30% longer loses more than a few globals because of explosive spawning. This week isn't my idea of fun, but for you career-minded players, well, good luck this week. Outside of the Season 4 fix being made testable last week, there isn't any immediate sign that new content or fixes are going to come for non-Big 3 players during Season 4. Now, it's important to point out that even if we don't see a thing on the PTR before patch 9.2.5 goes live, it does not mean that more content won't be added and implemented in Season 4 via hotfix. Now, personally, I find that to be a little bit insulting, that the WoW team was just holding back on things that they could have implemented sooner or even now, but they're just waiting for Season 4 to line it all up as if it's a big content release. I'm still of the belief that there's still more substantial things to be added in 9.2.5, even if it won't be flipped on until Season 4. I'll continue to cover findings, so tune back here to learn more. We continue with our series of weekly tips. This one's going to be longer, and it might not interest you if you're not into immediate satisfaction like item level, but let's warm up. Get Quest for a Renown and switch to Venthyr if you need, then off to Zereth Mortis for the routine of the week. Grab up all the questies, whip out Pogo Purge land, open quest and slaughter every creature that you can. Once you're done, return to all your candle-headed friends, then off to farm for anima cause there is no end. Done. One of my favorite things about Shadowlands, period, are these 20 transmog sets. There are 5 uniques and 20 colors total that were introduced in patch 9.1. These, I'd say, are some of my favorite sets ever, because they work fairly well with the 9.0 armor sets, for one thing. It's not perfect, but with a similar color palette, you can pull off some fashionable looks. The bigger benefit is that these are flagged as cosmetic, meaning they can be used by anybody, regardless of armor type, as long as you meet some conditions. First is to earn the appearances themselves. That's what I'm going to cover in just a little bit. You also need to be level 48 to transmog to these appearances, but after Shadowlands is over and it's folded into Chromie time, that requirement is likely to go away. There's another condition though, and that's to reach Renown 80 once for the relevant Covenant to make those appearances available for all characters, regardless of Covenant, or none at all. So if I want to wear this particular getup on a future character that might skip over Shadowlands entirely, I'm gonna need to have reached Renown 80 for the Venthyr Covenant one time, and then it fully opens up. Now let's talk about how to get these appearances. Between Covenants, the way you obtain all the appearances is the same, but I should point out that the Venthyr Covenant has 2 separate outfits. I'm here to provide some small tips to make your life just a little bit easier. The easiest of the 4 paths to get these appearances is done via Renown. All you have to do is reach Renown 60 and an ensemble will be thrown into your inventory. That's not difficult at all, and in patch 9.2.5, the item that currently boosts your Renown to 40 will later boost it all the way to 60. So as long as you have enough characters, or you've unlocked Covenant switching after reaching 80 for the first time, you're pretty much good to go. Another set is available after reaching Renown 77 with the relevant Covenant. From there, your Renown Quartermaster will sell you the ensemble for a sizable 10,000 anima, so 50,000 for all the sets. The next sets are obtained after reaching Exalted with Death's Advance, and when you do, they'll be purchasable from the Reputation vendor. With this, you can simply switch from Covenant to buy these sets as well. That way you'll only have to get this Reputation one time. You've sort of got to go out of your way for these sets though, if you haven't been working on the Death's Advance Reputation, but that's okay, because you're also going to be farming up 30,000 Stygia to buy all 5 sets. By this time though, rares in the Maw are pretty easy to solo, and there are quests that give lucrative amounts of the stuff to boot. Just make sure you don't die, and you'll have your desired sets in a pretty short time. The fourth and final set can be a bit of a pain in the ass. Each day, the daily quests in Korthia have a chance to award an appearance unlock, but it's separate for each covenant. So for example, if I'm Kyrian, I might see one appearance from one of the quests, but if I'm Necrolord, I might not see an appearance unlock. Or maybe I will. Unfortunately, when a quest does provide an appearance, it's region-wide, so you're not going to be able to have 5 characters that happen to be Kyrian and get multiple appearances in a day. But here's what I did as soon as patch 9.1.5 dropped. I'd head to Korthia with my main, who completed the campaign. Your path towards that will unlock an additional daily quest to complete. With all the quests in hand, I first look to see if there's an appearance to be earned, and if I do, I'll turn that in to get it out of the way. But then I leave Korthia. I return to Oribos with the intention of switching covenants, so you'll need to have unlocked free-for-all covenant switching. From there I head to the Enclave, and I'll switch to the other covenants. Now, each time I do it, it's going to take a few minutes, sometimes relogging might help too, but if you look at the quest log, the quest might update to give different rewards, including maybe a covenant appearance. What I do from here is complete the relevant quests, but make sure I'm on the right covenant before turning it in, meaning I might have to return to Oribos a few times a day to switch covenants around, turn in that quest for an appearance, and so on and so forth. I hope you're following along. Another reminder, the Venthyr Covenant will most definitely take the longest since they have twice the number of appearances, but it shouldn't be too much trouble if you just stick to it. That's my really long tip, and I apologize if you were hoping for some awesome weapon to crush fools with, but I do hope that this and the rest of today's guide was useful. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you later. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.